Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. And we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership.
And the finish! Goal!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control, that's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest, real cut and thrust.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Gavi, oh look at the space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, what can they make of this? Gavi, good, strong midfield running here. We have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Rashford. Fernandez. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he cuts out the supply. Pedri. Nkunku, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Great ball if he can get there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Pedri, that is good alertness. Rafael Leao, and it's made its way to him. Tries to pass it through. Pulisic picks it up out wide. And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that's a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nkunku. And here's Rafael Leao. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Batasagi taking charge of the dead ball. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Decent hit from there. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Pedri. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Bullish header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gavi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
De Jong with the short one. Lofted in.
Oh, how that cross.
Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Christensen. And it's Casado. Gavi. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has not gone well. Bartesaghi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the keeper's given it away. Nkunku.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Koundé makes the interception. And he's gone long. Now it's Rashford. Rashford. Pedri. Look at the space here. And he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. Araujo. Played out wide. And here's Rashford. Oh, that's nice. Gavi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
And here's Rashford. Oh, that's neat. Might be danger here. Bartesaghi gets good distance on it. And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Gavi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Gavi, and the through ball. Thinks about the shot. Shot, surely! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has found the way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pedri, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Casado. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Rashford! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He has a look up. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And he's had it nicked away. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
De Jong. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Chooses to go back. He's on it. Can he get away? Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Rashford is behind this one, so a genuine chance to increase the lead.
El dorsal 6 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 41. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Threads one in. Oh, he's played it in. Real chance! It's hit the upright.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And the shot! Yamal. Ferran Torres. Could move up a gear here. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Nice control. And he's gone backward here. He's in a great position here. Lovely bit of skill. A lot of space ahead of him. Chance! Rabiot. There they go, hunting in packs. Yamal. Yamal puts his foot on the gas. Yamal purring through the gears.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal. Very nicely done.
Such good technique.
He's found a way through. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He is through here. Yamal, 2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Rafinha. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be... It's Rashford! And he thumps it clear. Oh, that's superb. Big chance! Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The electric Christian Pulisic is one of the most exciting attacking midfielders, who has searing pace and trickery that will scare any defender and many defences. He could do with a better final product at times, but he's very unselfish. He's a real team.
It's Rashford! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's really well manoeuvred. Casado. Now it's Rashford. Rashford driving. Chance for a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Quarter of an hour played. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Rafael Leao has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
So we're still where we started right now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Gavi. And here's Rashford. Fernandes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gavi proves too strong. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And takes a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Pedri is onto this. Tries to play it through. De Jong. Fernandes. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Can he finish? Pedri. Gavi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Pedri. Now it's Rashford. He's found some space. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to gift it back. Knocks it into space. Pulisic gets into a good position. He has found the way through. Fernandes. And here's the chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gavi. Pedri. And it's Gavi. Gavi. Good, strong midfield running here. Now it's Rashford. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Rashford! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Fernandes. Well, there's the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that has put paid to that. Pedri, Gavi. Fernandez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Bartasaghi.
Oh, great feat, that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, that's fabulous. Gavi. He's found the way through. He's in a great position. And he shoots! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
The most accurate pass. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
This looks promising. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Loftus-Cheek. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Pedri. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's in on goal. Caught offside that time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos por
75 minutes played.
El dorsal 10, el dorsal 16.
Ferran Torres.
Cambio de jugadores.
Yamal running with the ball, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's taking on his man here. And the finish! And he should have made it 4.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Rafinha. That's tidy. There's the shot! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Rafinha with the short one. The ball goes in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch.
And a chance! And that has been clubbed away. Look at the space here. Chance! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, such a clever touch. Yamal stood his ground strongly. That is lovely. He's picked his way through. An uncompromising challenge. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The chance to pull further clear. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys. Rafinha. And that little bit of skill has got him away. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Rabiot. Rafael Leao. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And time is up. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious...
Rashford! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now bring to Araujo. I really rate him because he can cope with pace, he can cope with dribbling wingers, and he's a very valuable asset. And he's become a real focus in that defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's Rashford! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Bartasagi. More and more pressure on the ball here. De Jong. Good purposeful running this. Real chance to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Barcelona take the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Gavi. Good driving run. And the flag has stayed down. He's had a shot! Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rafael Leao. De Jong. Big chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Pulisic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! Oh, it's a great ball here. And the shot! Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well, there's the clearance. And it's De Jong. That has not gone well. And now the breakaway. Now it's Rafael Leao. Casado. Pedri. Pedri! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. It's their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Now this could be a real chance! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And it's Gavi. De Jong.
Habrá 3 minutos de
Now it's
descuento.
Rafael Leao. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gavi. Is there any support? Great chance! Driving through the middle. Gavi. He's free. Chance! Off the post. Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Los niños que estén interesados en echar una mano como recogepelotas pueden informarse en las oficinas del estadio.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And the shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just to... Tries a shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Milan certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Koundé clears it away. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bartasaghi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Pulisic under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Milan do have a chance to counter here. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played. De Jong. Casado, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Gavi. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Fofana did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Very nicely done. Good ball, good take. De Jong. Chance, surely! Oh, off the bar! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 21, el dorsal 6. Serán sustituidos
Milan
por
still have the
el
cards
dorsal
to affect
11,
this game.
El dorsal 7. El
That looks
dorsal
a decent
10,
ball.
el dorsal
He's picked his way
16.
through.
Cambio de jugadores.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, that's nice. And it's Lopez. Nice control. There's the shot! Sticks it away! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are having a ball here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Pulisic. Batasagi. Now, can they get him away? Oh, nice touch. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. He has found the way through. And that's a good ball. Yamal!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Christensen spots it and intercepts. Could move up a gear here. Great vision. Yamal. He is through here. Rabiot tries to play it through. 2 minutes to be added on. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.